Let me start by saying this. Kenya is a democracy, a multi-party state. Everyone has the right to assemble and to associate. You may not like what I'm saying, but you must protect and defend my right to say what I'm saying. Yesterday, Rigathi was in Kayole addressing Kayole residents. From nowhere, a group of youths started heckling him live on camera. Those youths were chanting TUTAMS. We must condemn all sorts and forms of hooliganism. I consider that as hooliganism. If you don't like what somebody is saying, the best thing to do is to walk away. Don't cause chaos. Chaos leads to anarchy. But having said that, why do you think Rigathi was heckled yesterday in Kayole? The first reason, Rigathi's politics revolves around hate, divisions, bitterness, on how he speaks and on how he conducts himself. He's always very controversial, full of bitterness. Fire begets fire. Those Kenyans were just serving Rigathi from the same dish he has been serving others. It's good for Rigathi to be measured. Let Rigathi know he's now like a national leader, having served as Kenya's deputy president. He should be measured, restrained in whatever he does and what he says. So he was being heckled because his politics revolves around hate and violence and chaos. The second reason, Rigathi was in a hostile territory. Nairobi largely has been a Raila Odinga's traditional support base. Those might have been Raila Odinga supporters who were heckling Rigathi. And they were heckling Rigathi because ODM party is currently in the broad-based government. And most of Raila Odinga supporters are in ODM party. They might have heckled Rigathi because Rigathi is seen as hostile to Raila Odinga and hostile to ODM party. The third reason, I'm not ruling out this fact that they were sent GOONS, but that's a remote possibility. Rigathi made an impromptu meeting. It was not as if it was a planned kind of a political rally. It was an impromptu kind of an address. But nonetheless, it's still possible that those who are heckling him might have been sent by his political opponents. I'm also seeing a Rigathi who was also paying for his sins as a result of his political blunders during Raila Odinga's funeral process. Rigathi clearly misbehaved and blundered. Before Raila Odinga's death, he spoke very badly of Raila Odinga. After Raila Odinga died, Rigathi never paid any courtesy visit to the Odinga family. He never mourned Raila Amolo Odinga. Maybe Kenyans cornered Rigathi and decided to deal with him mercilessly for his political blunders. That's also a likely possibility. And also in our yesterday's analysis, I shared out a video of Rigathi as he was addressing Kayole residents. I can't just tell at what stage that heckling happened. Was it after he made his address, or during the address, or after the address? Listen to some of the remarks Rigathi Gachagua said yesterday. Listen to this.
Watu ya Kayole, muko tayari kwa mabadiliko? Muko tayari? Wangapi unataka Kasongo aende nyumbani? Mimi nasikia wakisema ati watu ya Kanairo ate muko nyuma ya Kasongo. Muko nyuma ya Kasongo? Muko nyuma yake? Wangapi wanasema Kasongo aende, Kasongo aende, Kasongo aende, Kasongo? Sisi tuko hapo, tumeungana na Kalonzo Musyoka, tumeungana na Eugene Wamalwa, George Natembea, Martha Karua na mimi Mandrigiji, si ndio? Na tumesema tutatoa kiongozi mmoja wa kupeleka Kasongo nyumbani, si ndio? Wakiamua ni Kalonzo Musyoka mtampigia kura, wakiamua ni Natembea mtampigia kura, wakiamua ni Martha Karua mtampigia ni kura, na wakiamua ni Rigiji, kwanza wakisema ni mimi, nitakibiza hii mtu kama baisikeli ya kuimbiwa, nitamtorosha kabisa, si ndio?
That was Rigathi speaking in Kayole yesterday. And even from that speech, you are seeing Rigathi's divisiveness. He's clearly and deliberately isolating Fred Matiang'i. We know that Matiang'i is part of the united opposition, but as Rigathi acknowledges opposition leaders, he's deliberately and intentionally isolating Matiang'i. That can only sow seeds of hatred and divisions. It might have been possible that Rigathi Gachagua was also being heckled because of such brand and style of playing politics. Gen Zs prefer Matiang'i as their candidate, and that came out very clearly during 2024's Gen Z protests when they called on Matiang'i to come be their presidential candidate. So, if Rigathi isolates Matiang'i in front of the Gen Zs, then that can also cause some problems. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.
Watu ya Kayole, muko tayari kwa mabadiliko? Muko tayari? Wangapi unataka Kasongo aende nyumbani? Mimi nasikia wakisema ati watu ya Kanairo ate muko nyuma ya Kasongo. Muko nyuma ya Kasongo? Muko nyuma yake? Wangapi wanasema Kasongo aende, Kasongo aende, Kasongo aende, Kasongo? Sisi tuko hapo, tumeungana na Kalonzo Musyoka, tumeungana na Eugene Wamalwa, George Natembea, Martha Karua na mimi Mandrigiji, si ndio? Na tumesema tutatoa kiongozi mmoja wa kupeleka Kasongo nyumbani, si ndio? Wakiamua ni Kalonzo Musyoka mtampigia kura, wakiamua Natembea mtampigia kura, Wakiamua ni Martha Karua mtampigia ni kura, na wakiamua ni Rigathi